不是，你只穿了内裤，
嗯，
没穿裤子。
热死了。嗯present. Hi, Desma. Who else is here? Good morning, my friend, and good afternoon or good evening, wherever you guys are, your time zone. And just so happy to have everyone in here. Hello, hi, how are you guys? Yeah. Yesterday had a pretty hardcore day. It's basically trying to figure out our own business model. Uh, did so much research. I feel like throwing out. Yeah. Tomorrow is the big store infantry day. Hey, what do you mean, Desma? What is the big store infantry day? Oh, I have no idea about that. What is big store infantry day? Yeah, I'm searching it. Infantry. Is that a US thing? We have to count all physical infantry. What do you mean? Don't quite get it. It's local. Like what? Local in your city? Big store infantry day? What is infantry day? Wait. It's not a festival. It's not like a Black Friday, those kind of thing. It's like a financial day. 盘点 in business incorporation. Okay. Oh, okay. I thought it's like bright Black Friday, those kind of. No, not festival. Oh, okay. I thought it's like festival kind of thing, like Black Friday. So is Black Friday for sure is a huge thing, right? So here in China we have Black Friday equivalent, which is something called Double 11, Double One, 双十一, Double 11. So it's November 11th is our Black Friday. Wait, if you look at the date, it's pretty close, right? Black Friday is at the end of November, and our kind of Black Friday is in the middle of November. Yeah. My store is tomorrow. Once a year, a store has to count every item. Oh, okay, got it. 对，应该就是仓库盘点，应该就是仓库盘点。Yeah. Okay, interesting to know. Wait, so when it comes to Black Fridays, you guys do have this kind of habit of just buying a lot of things on Black Friday? Yeah. We still haven't got a lot of people. Maybe I'm curious to know that. Maybe after we have more people in here, we could actually do a little bit of survey because I'm doing lots of market research for yesterday, and somehow doing market research is really pain in the ass. Maybe it's better to just ask people in here to understand a little bit about more about the U.S. market. Yeah. So last year must be the best year for TikTok Shop. A lot of people was able to earn a lot of money last year doing cross-border e-commerce, especially on TikTok, those new platforms, right? There are less competition and a lot of users. So plenty of opportunities. I have heard a lot of people saying that last year they were able to just sell a lot of stuff so easily and there's not a lot of restrictions. But starting from this year, it's not so easy. It's very important. The most important thing, it is also what I feel is about choosing the right products to sell. Yeah. People shop right after Thanksgiving for Christmas gifts. Oh, okay. Okay, so Christmas gifts is a huge thing in the US for December, right? So like you guys would definitely shop on Thanksgiving, the Black Friday for the kind of gifts for Christmas. So okay, so I get it. So whatever that is considered to be a very popular Christmas gift is then the kind of big hit for Black Friday. Yeah. But I mean, like when you guys shop, where do you usually just go shopping? Like, do you guys go to Amazon for shopping, or you guys just Google search what do you want to buy? I'm not talking about those offline stores, okay? You could also go to department store. I know that, but I want to know about those online shopping behavior. Yeah, I want to understand a bit about online shopping behavior. So, like for you guys, for American friends, when you guys do online shopping, DIY, gift cards are easy. You guys actually, oh, so you would actually give others gift cards as a Christmas gift. Also, if there are events or school periods, people don't spend much. What do you mean by events or school periods? People don't spend much. I don't quite understand. What about like events and school periods? What are these? What are these? Yeah, so I want to understand. Like for you, I buy something when I see it. I bought Christmas gifts in July before. So you are very suitable for a TikTok shop. Like, so the different kind of e-commerce platforms are very different in nature. For example, when you're talking about Amazon here in China, Taobao, those are the e-commerce platforms where people think about something they need and they go to those platforms to search. So they're called, product card kind of a shopping center. So when it comes to, for example, TikTok Shop, and also here on Rednote, also just so you guys know, Rednote also has a shopping center right now, which is called Red Shop for Americans and also people from mainland China, Hong Kong, and Macau. All those friends in here could actually also place order and shop in here too. So the thing is that for those kind of platforms, it's more about interest shopping. You don't just search for whatever you want. Well, you could also do that, but majority of people actually just come in here not for shopping, but for browsing different kind of contents, right? So for example, um, for the past week, I was watching videos on Rednote, and I saw someone was selling selling papayas, selling papayas and also mangoline. And I feel like, oh, okay, that looks such the fresh the fruit looks so fresh and so delicious. So I actually placed two orders on Red Note in this red shop of big box of mangoline and also big box of papayas in here. So it's more about interest. So if without coming to this red shop, without seeing those videos, I wouldn't think of just buying papayas or buying magazines, right? But I saw someone showing their products. It's more based on interest. I'm interested in those kind of products, and that is why I placed an order and I purchased those kind of fruits, and they were delivered to my home. So the kind of logic, the nature behind the two are very different. Tax refund time is when Americans splurge. Hmm. EG, when people go big parties, they don't buy much or openings of school time. I still don't quite understand, Adam. Wait, so when it's opening of school time, it shouldn't that be the time that people started to shop for school related stuff? So, for example, if school time starts, like for example, university students will need to shop for something that's ready for university, right? And high school students, primary school students would also need to shop something for them as well, right? Don't quite understand. And also, what do you mean by go big parties? They don't buy much. What do you mean? Like how do you define big parties? I don't quite understand. Yeah, I need to also take a look at my TikTok. Mm. They're usually this thing I see business have loss over. And clothing because kids need a new wardrobe before they start school. This thing I see businesses have lost over. What do you mean? They're usually priced very low. This thing I see businesses have lost over the 30 years is customer service is deplorable. Time that to school kids is a time where parents can benefit from discounts on items. Don't quite understand. Yeah, shop only for school related stuff, not other stuff. Exactly. Oh, okay. So that's why you say. What about big parties? What do you mean by big parties? Back to school is our next market season. Oh, okay. And so Desma, I forgot to ask, what are the products that your company is selling? What are the products that your company is selling? Very curious to know, and I want to understand about your marketing strategy. Yeah. So I feel like nowadays we're doing lots of research trying to understand a bit more about the US market. So a lot of the behaviors I observed in US market is quite different from the kind of marketing behavior we have in here in China. So it's so important to understand the market locally a bit more. So, for example, some products that is very popular in China just may not be very popular locally in the US because people have different kind of shopping activities, shopping behavior, shopping patterns, and also preference of the kind of thing they want. Yeah. So, uh-huh. So what is the product that your company is selling, Desmond? I mean, retail pharmacy store, big on coupons and convenience. Oh, okay. Well, mass parties or events, people only buy for these and take a break. So you're saying that people go to those parties for shopping. So these are the parties, or can you give me an example about those kind of mass parties? What do you mean by mass parties? I still don't quite understand it. People only buy for these and take a break. Like, can you give me an example? What is like big parties, like mass parties? Because we don't have those kind of mass parties here in China, or maybe we do, but I don't really understand what is mass parties or mass events. But I mean, like for example, like Super Bowl. I know like Super Bowl is actually a big party, but well, actually, can I call Super Bowl a big party? Super Bowl is an event, but I also have noticed that during Super Bowl, people shop. People do shop during Super Bowl. Okay, like carnival sports events, people buy stuff for these things. Uh, Wait, carnival sports events. Okay, this is definitely a culture difference. This is a definitely a culture difference. I I'm not aware that in the US you guys have like carnival events that is like a national thing, like it's a huge thing. What is carnival events? Yes, and after that spending, they take a break and then save to buy other things. Okay, I do need to do some research. I haven't really understand what is carnival events. Are you saying that there is a carnival event in the US, which is a national thing? Like every single person would want to participate in the carnival event. And also, people would spend on carnival event day. And then after the carnival event day, then people would just stop shopping because they want to save money. Is that what you are saying? He has me lost as well. Oh, you also don't understand what he's talking about, right? What is carnival event? I seriously don't know. I haven't really heard about any carnival. Okay, carnival festive season often celebrated with parades, street parties, and other entertainments, typically occurring before the Christian Lenten period. It's a time for revelry and indulgence before the traditional fasting period of Lent begins. In San Jose, California, and the surrounding area, you can find various carnival style events, including the Santa Clara County Fair, which features carnival rides and games, and Carnival San Francisco, a large multicultural festival with a parade and other festivities. Oh, okay. Carnival San Francisco and Santa Clara County Fair are the carnival themed events, general carnival characteristics. Oh, okay. Yeah. Now that you remind me. Oh, okay. So there are. I remember also in New York, there are different kind of carnivals. Wait, so you're saying that people do shop before carnivals, and after carnival they stop shopping? Is that what you're saying? Carnival now is crazy. I don't go to it anymore. Oh, okay, interesting. That is really something I do not know. Hmm. Every county in the US has summer festival. Okay. So you are saying that people do shop for those summer festivals? Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying that people don't shop for those festivals? People just go there, but they just don't shop. Is that what are you saying? So that's why, like yesterday when I researched, I noticed there is a big category called festive items. But I mean, as far as festive and party items, like rice, summer treats. Oh, this is very different culture difference because here in China we don't have such thing like carnivals, etc. Like we don't have it. I remember 2 years ago when what's Halloween. So I think like Halloween was the best. It's the best festival, the festival that I like most because people can dress themselves so differently and walk on the street, and some people can be so funny. There was one year in Shanghai, a lot of young people just walk on the street and have them dressed. Somehow that just becomes a parade and a lot of people just gather in the same area, and I just accidentally walked into those kind of parade. It was by no plan, and I saw like so many people dress up so funnily, and I had a really fun time. The very next year I thought of going there as well. I thought about, this year for sure there will be a carnival like that. Not carnival, actually, it's just like people dress up very differently. And you will notice people of different personalities, really funny people coming to the street, dress up very weirdly, very funnily. So the very next year, I thought of going, and I thought of dressing up myself as well. Go there, and fortunately, they don't allow it. So all the policemen, they know, they try to also do all the research to make sure like where people would want to go, to see like all the different chat groups, like, oh, are there people calling for a gathering in certain areas where people would dress up very differently and just gather together, and they would just try to make sure like you guys don't gather, because somehow like if a crowd of people just gather here, then they're considered to be something dangerous. So unfortunately, so that's why like we don't have carnivals here. That's going to be a very big security issue here in China, so that's why we don't have anything like that. Yeah. In my area, it's more about grading livestock stock for ribbons. Oh, okay. Grand champion ribbons, first to third ribbons. Well, let me see. What's the answer? Yeah, okay. Like, yes, they shop before it, and after they take a break and save. Carnival is a large mass of people parading their body half naked. I don't go. Yeah, okay. Wait, so like before carnival, what are the things they would shop? Like shop for those decorations, shop for those decorations. Like they would actually wear all kinds of stuff, like shop for balloons. Is that what you're talking about? Shop for those kind of things? Parade, carnivals. Uh-huh. That's terrible. I love the carnival. Are you the guy who half naked? Agree. Carnival is risky, dangerous, and pointless in my opinion. Okay, so we're different. As a matter of fact, I quite like carnivals. So I guess like you're an introvert, right? I am an extrovert. So I do like all those kind of gatherings where people just gather together and celebrate something, even it's meaningless, but I like it too. Yeah. Oh, so they would shop for accessories. So it's more about accessories, right? Like cups, hats. Okay, yeah. All right, the carnival rides are sketchy. Oh, so we do have those kind of carnival, Desma. When you're talking about carnival rides, we do have in here. So here in Shanghai, in our suburban area, there is just one thing called carnival, 嘉年华. Oh, actually, it's called Happy Valley Carnival. It's called Happy Valley Carnival. I've never been there for once. The reason behind that is because I really cannot ride any roller coaster or similar kinds of those kind of entertainment stuff, because even though I have done skydiving for twice, I am not afraid of height, but I am super afraid of free fall. When you're talking about those roller coaster, you're talking about free fall and bungee jumping, and also there's what we call it here. We call it what we call it 叫什么跳楼机? How to say 跳楼机? I don't know how to say it in English, but it basically means you actually sit on this machine and all of a sudden this machine would goes down very fast, like free falls. I hate free falls so much. So that's why those kind of Happy Valley Carnival isn't really my thing. Isn't really my thing. I like going out to cool, calm things, not dramatic activities or people. I like both. Okay, so imagine carnivals going county to county during summer. We spend loads. Oh, okay. Wait, Dasma. So when you guys go to carnivals, like you spend loads, you spend money inside the carnivals to ride those crazy roller coaster. Is that what you're talking about? What is Happy Valley Carnival? Happy Valley Carnival is just like the carnival we're talking about, where there are a lot of roller coasters, those kind of stuff in there. So there is like a something called Happy Valley Carnival here at the suburban area of Shanghai. It's not like the carnival that will go from place to place, counties to counties. It's more just always there. It's a very big park. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So guys, like, could you also for all the American friends in there, could you actually just I'm the friend that holds the purposes or glasses. I don't like those rides. Louis the cat, I'm the same. I'm the very same. I hate those rides. I'm also the man, also the girl who, also the friend who just hold the purses and glasses there and just don't go. So I remember there's one time I went to the Universal Studio in Singapore and there's a bunch of us. And also we purchased a ticket that is a group ticket. So there is a specific guide who would actually just bring us around inside a Universal Studio, and she would also bring us to we do not need to line up at all, so she would bring us to take those shortcuts and just get into the ride directly. And the Universal Studio in Singapore is so small, so basically if we you don't need to line up, and you basically just finish everything in just 2 to 3 hours, and that's all. So after 2 to 3 hours we have actually already finished everything. Nothing else to do. We got in there at around like 12, something like that, and basically finished everything at 2 to 3 a.m. 2 to 3 p.m. It was a really small Universal Studio. And I remember there's a roller coaster ride um, themed The Mummy. That is also a very, very popular movie, right? 嗓子怎么了？就是讲话讲多了就会嗓子就会觉得不是很舒服。今天忘记倒水了，没事儿，稍微清一下就好了。No, it's a roller coaster. So I didn't go. All my friends went there, and somehow they say the roller coaster was like it was very dark inside, and then somehow you just sit on the roller coaster, and then there are all sorts of things that's like a mummy, and you have a mummy head comes out or comes in, and then it's very dark, something like that. Yeah, and they say like, oh, just come on, just get on the ride together with us, and say like, no, definitely, no, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. 哎呀，鼻子又开始痒了。需要黄芪水，黄芪水一喝就上火，所以还不太能够直接喝黄芪。如果要喝黄芪水的话，里边一定要放点麦冬。我是那种非常易上火的体质，哎，所以就是很难受的一个点，就是其实我是需要补气的，是需要去喝一些黄芪相关的东西的，但是一喝就上火，所以又需要一些那些东西来清一下火。yeah. So actually, like for all the US friends in here, could you actually just tell me, apart from what you guys just talk about, those festivals here in summertime, what are the big events that you guys usually would shop during this year, during the year? For example, here in China, we would also have our shopping festivals, right? For example, in November, we have our Double November, Double 11 shopping day, which is like the Black Friday in the middle of November. So on Taobao, Taobao was the one that invented that. So I guess the origin was around so 11 1 1 1 1, like 11 11th is 1 1 1 1, right? So for one, we usually say that is called the singles day because everything is just one. Every number on this date is called one, right? So that's why we say that's a Singles Day. And somehow Singles Day becomes something very viral, very popular. And that's why Taobao just come up with this idea of, okay, we just make that to be a shopping day. Since you're everyone who's single is lying at home doing nothing, why don't you just spend the day shopping, right? So that you just don't feel very sad about yourself. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't feel sad about yourself. So somehow the kind of double Singles Day here in China is just like the Black Friday. Yeah, something like that. And also in the middle of the year, we also have June 18th. So we just passed that because like November 11th is once a year. So usually on that day, you're gonna have a lot of discounts and a lot of people would shopping a lot. So I remember this one year, I basically shopped so much. I purchased the entire year's toilet paper, entire year's like those kind of consumption supplies. And somehow there's something you just forgot to purchase on November 11th, right? So that's why like some some shopping platforms introduce another thing, which is June 18th, 618嘛，对吧？618 June 18th, because like I shared with you guys before, like 6 and 8 is considered to be the lucky date. So that's why June 18th is also this the mid-year kind of shopping season, shopping date. So a lot of like discounts were around that shopping day as well. So what about the US? Can you guys tell me in the US is there any like big shopping activities, shopping festivals? Like so for example, what are the kind of time that people would so for example in springtime, what are the things people would usually buy in spring? And summer, what are the things? And what about fall and winter? So winter, we're pretty clear, right? When it comes to November, Thanksgiving, people just shop for Christmas gifts, right? So I understand like Christmas gifts is a big thing. So anything that is presents related, gifts related, especially Christmas gifts related, and people would just want to purchase during Thanksgiving Day. But what about before? What about before? Yeah, what about before? Like in spring and summer and fall. Let's say now is summer, right? And the next is fall. So what are the things that people usually would purchase right now? We hold several festival, mostly small business with crafts. What do you mean by small business with crafts? Yeah. What do you mean by small businesses with crafts? Yeah, I know Valentine's Day, that is a big thing. So people would also purchase Valentine's gifts as well, right? But I mean, like Valentine's Day is only targeting at those. Well, actually, Valentine's Day is a big thing in the US. Like even for married couples, you guys would also celebrate Valentine's Day and buy gifts for each other. Um, yeah, I really want to understand more. So, so for Valentine's for jewelry, yeah, like people make stuff and sell at summer festival. What are the kind of stuff that people would sell at a summer festival? What are the things people need in summer and fall? What are the things people need in summer and fall? Like just for example, but I know that's a very tough question since if you ask me the very same question, what are the things you would buy in during summer? It's pretty hard for me to sell as to tell as well. Pretty hard for me to tell as well. Yeah. So that's the problem with doing all the research. Yeah. Good woodwork accessory. Wait, what do you mean by woodwork accessories? Oh, so you're saying that people are, what are the things people are selling at those festivals, right? They would do some handmade wood crafts, accessories, those kind of ornaments. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Fall is back to school supplies. Oh, okay. Back to school supplies. Yeah, fall is about the school supplies. Hmm. Okay, yeah. So no wonder that so TikTok Shop has all those around year seasons. They have like back to school seasons and also Black Friday and also summer big sales, something like that. Okay. Oh, what about spring? What about spring? Spring is the big. Also, people would have lots of shopping during spring because just got out of winter time, come to spring. Somehow, you just want to do a big clean over at your home, right? So it's more about home supplies, right? Well, it's just something grown-ups invented. Whatever. What is that? Computers and cell phones. What do you mean? Oh, like back to school. So that's why like computer supplies. Is that what you're talking about? So what about spring? Spring. So is it true that in your in the U.S. for yeah for home renovations? Okay, spring for me is home renovation. That is not only for you, Louis the Cat, is for everyone. So in springtime, like you guys would just do all the spring cleaning, right? So anything that is related to cleaning, oh, I also noticed one thing, which is there is one product that is so popular. Garden, what is called there's a garden claw, something like that. So like in the US, like everyone has a garden, right? So you guys actually will have to take care of your lawns a lot yourself because here in China, most of us basically just live in apartments and we don't have gardens unless you are very rich. You're able to live in the villa and you have a small garden in front of your home. Yeah. I hire someone. Yeah. This year I had the house exterior painted and no new gardens set up. Oh, okay. So for example, when it comes to those like home renovation, what are the things that you guys could would buy? What are the things that you guys would buy? What are the things you guys would buy? 我在上海 AA，我在上海 AA. When it's springtime, when it comes to home renovation, so what are the things? Oh, next spring is all new windows and doors and probably new floors. Oh, okay. So basically, you have to just really at um look at you know an American home or Canadian home and really see like what are the things people really need when it comes to home cleaning and etc. Right, lawns and flowers and vegetable garden is a big business. Okay, so especially after winter, like you really need to take care of your gardens, right? Because it's before it was covered all by snow and there was nothing going on. And also during springtime, that's where all the plants start to have sprouts and start to grow leaves. That's why you have to trim all of them and start to plant some new stuff there as well, right? I guess. Mm. This past spring, someone ran into my house with car. Oh, what? Someone ran into your house with car? Oh my god. How come? I hope you're not hurt. Yeah. Wait, so when it comes to spring, like what is the springs? So so what is the spring what you're talking about? What is the spring? 骗进来了哈，骗进来以后那就是缘分啊，某某，那就是缘分，那就关注一下吧，好不好？嗯，Yeah, guys, follow me please if you haven't done so. Follow me please if you haven't done so. Okay, yeah. Mhm. What is spring? What is spring? So like when you guys are when we're talking about like shopping in spring home renovation. So at what month then it starts to become summer? So for example, when we are talking about all those summer festivals, right? Summer carnivals, like it's from which month? So spring is can I say it's March, April, May? That is spring. March to June. June is already summer, right? So now it's already summer, right? June is spring or June is summer. June and July are summer. So starting from August, that's already fall. So August is not so summer. August is also summer, right? So June, July, August is summer. Starting from September, that's fall, right? September is back to school season. Yeah, that makes sense. I know for sure spring is before summer. I'm asking about the month, Adam. I'm asking about month. Yeah. Okay, so June is summertime, so that means like, oh my god, my nose is so itchy from time to time. March, April, May it's spring, and then June, July, August is summer, right? And then starting from September, that's fall. September, October is fall, and then like November is kind of fall or winter already, right? And then like November, February, so that's the entire winter. Okay, so wait, so people shop a lot in January and February? Because I feel like that's past Christmas season, right? Christmas season is in December, and December and November is the peak time where people start to shop a lot, right? For Christmas. But what about after December when it comes to November to January? Do people shop in January? Do people shop in January? What about January and February? So March is the time when spring comes, right? We have already figured out like during springtime what are the things people would purchase. But what about January and February? When the tax refund hits, yes. So when does the tax refund hits, Desma? When does the tax refund hit? Because I do not know the tax refund thing because we don't have that thing here in China. What about what is tax refund hit? When does tax refund hit? hit your account? Depending on file, mid-February. Oh, okay. So it's usually in mid-February when all the tax refunds hit your account. So that's why mid-February is also the time people start shopping. Wait, so what do people shop in January and February? January is someone said January is the start of the year, so that's why people also shop in January. But what are the things people would purchase in January and February? So, for example, we have already figured during November and December, that is the Christmas season. People will shop for Christmas gifts, right? But what about January and February? We also have also figured out, for example, when it's March, April. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I need to take take care of my nose just a little bit. I will come back in a second. Okay. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see what's your guys' answer. February is Valentine's. Oh, yeah, that's right. Wellness products in January. Get healthy for New Year resolution. Oh, makes sense. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Oh, yeah, New Year resolution, right? You started. That's also true. Like when it comes to New Year, you feel like, oh, that's a New Year resolution. So that's why I actually need to take note of that. Yeah, I actually need to take note of that. That's really, really good ideas. So January is actually the New Year resolution. New Year resolution. So that's why anything related to health or maybe fitness, right? Those are the things that people would want to buy. When it's February, it's Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, and then uh, okay, yeah, and also June begins rainy season. People will buy outfits for the season. Wait, rainy season, why do you say people would buy like outfits for rainy season? What kind of outfits would be for rainy seasons? Because here it's also rainy season, but people just basically wear the very same stuff as before, or buy at home equipment. So Desma, what do you mean by at home equipment? What do you mean by at home equipment? What do you mean by at home equipment? Yeah. So February is Valentine's Day, and March to May actually is the spring spring renovation, home renovation. That's why you would buy a lot of things that's related to home cleaning stuff or gardening, right? And then it's after May, it's the summertime, June to August, and that is the summer festival season. And then it's September to October is the back to school, kind of school related stuff. When it's November to December, then it's Christmas gifts. Ah, makes sense. Makes sense. August is definitely back to school. Oh, so starting from August is back to school. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Because August to September is back to school. What about October? October, people already are back to school, right? So they probably don't need anything else. But what about October? What are the things people would purchase in? Oh, October is Halloween. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Halloween. Halloween is which date? Halloween is which date? August is definitely all back to school. Yeah, that's right. Exercise equipment, fitness. Oh, at home fitness equipment. So you're saying like at home equipment, you're saying like at home like fitness equipment, right? Mm. Yeah, health, fitness, at home fitness. Makes sense. Okay. Halloween. Oh, okay. Halloween is a big thing. Okay. Brilliant. Oh, October 31st. Oh, so that's why. Oh, okay. Halloween is October 31st. So that's why in October people start to shop for Halloween related stuff. Hmm. Okay. Interesting. So like Halloween costumes and also a lot of candies. Is that what you guys buy in October? We market and do sales probably 2 months in advance. By that you mean that starts after Thanksgiving. What do you mean by actually starts after Thanksgiving? Pretty clueless. Market do sales. Wait, so you're saying that so for example, if it's I don't quite understand like 2 months in advance. Like for example, when we're talking about Christmas gifts, it's in December, so that's why you already started and marketed and advertise about it in October. Is that what you're saying? So to I already have Halloween products in my stock room. Oh, okay. So when it's Halloween, then October, September, August. So you would already started market about Halloween related stuff in August, 2 months in advance. Is that what you're talking about? 2 months before the event is good, like raincoats, essential oils for allergies, comforting house shoes. Oh, you're talking about the raining seasons. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Got it. Got it. Okay. Now I'm pretty clear about those around the year kind of shopping habits. Thank you so much, my friends. You guys really helped me sort it out. Yeah, I was not so sure about those kind of around the year kind of shopping behaviors. Now I'm very clear. Okay, summer festival. One of the biggest takeaway today is about the summer festivals because I am not aware of those kind of summer festivals before. I do not know that in the US you have a lot of summer festivals during the summer season, and those festivals are the time where people actually would spend money, uh, make some shopping behavior in summer. I hate buying stuff without purpose. I buy what I need when I need it. Some people are like that. I guess 80% of me is like that, but I sometimes I would also have those kind of shopping urge, right, to purchase some stuff I probably don't need. I just find them to be cute or interesting. But like one thing I already learned is that I don't just buy things because they are cheap or just because they have some discounts. I don't buy them because of that. So, if, for example, nowadays, if I go shopping, I go out shopping, I go to those stores, if there's something I feel like, oh, I can buy it or not buy it, before I would usually just buy it. But I noticed there is something I'm not so happy about one item, even though, like for example, even if there is like 10% or 20% of the items that I don't really like, I would still not buy it because those like 10% or 20% would just become the reason why I just don't wear it in the future after buying it. So right now, unless it's something that I really like, I would buy it. Otherwise, I just don't buy it. Yeah. Hmm. People might try to shop smart, but you can't outsmart the system. Yeah. Now you know why the West has so much credit card debt. Here in China, it's very similar. It's just that we're having different kind of season stuff. So for example, here we also have like when it comes to New Year, we also have like New Year resolution, right? But I didn't realize that. Okay, when it comes to New Year, you would want to buy stuff to make sure you could realize your New Year resolution. And also, so Valentine's Day is a big thing here, also, right? People would buy flowers and buy all sorts of jewelries, like all sorts of things to celebrate Valentine's Day. Yeah, and also March to make spring home renovation. That is usually before our Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year, that festival. Chinese New Year is a big thing. So Chinese New Year here in China is a big shopping season. So people would actually shop for gifts because during Chinese New Year, would you would actually just go to your friends, relatives to visit, and there's no way that you just go there with bare hands. You definitely need to bring some gifts. So Chinese New Year is a big thing, and also it's Chinese people's tradition to just clean up all the houses before the Chinese New Year. 好像年末大扫除，我们不是年初大扫除哈。It's that's very different. For example, you guys actually would do home renovation or house cleaning in March to May in spring. However, in here in China, it's usually we would do it at the end of the year. We do it year end home cleaning. So that's very different. Yeah. My sewer line busted, though I needed and got denied. What? Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah. I paid off my credit cards. Oh, I paid off my credit cards and caused me to not get financing for home. Yeah, that is pretty interesting. That's a very US thing. That's a very American things. So I remember when I was in my senior high school, I went to study classes in New Oriental. So that's a very famous education institution brand here in China. So I took those TOEFL classes, and one of the things the teacher shared in there is that they told us that we need to if we ever live in the US or study in the US, one of the things we need to do is actually just use the credit card for the sake of using it. So you just need to borrow money to build your credit history. So that is pretty nonsense here because here in China, Chinese people don't like to borrow money. So we're very cautious about taking loans unless it's mortgage. Well, mortgage is also a pretty new thing. It only appears in the last becomes extremely popular in the last 30 years. If you're looking at my grandparents generation, they don't have a lot of that. It's because the real estate market starts to grow. So that's why like in the market, people are encouraged to buy new houses by taking loans, by taking mortgages, right? So that's why here in China, apart from mortgage, you will notice like pretty rare for people to borrow money for other stuff, it's only about mortgage. So also a lot of people don't have the habit of using credit cards. Usually those credit cards need banks will have to just spend huge efforts trying to tell people like, hey, use our cards, you will get discounts, you will get this, you will get that, all sorts of benefits, and people will start sort of just use a little bit of credit cards. And it's not like, oh, they have this habit of using credit cards. I don't get used to use the credit card. No talk, like no talk said, yeah, same me too as well. Like in for example in Hong Kong, and if I were in the US, then I use credit cards, right? Nowadays, those e-payment system here in China is so popular. So that is why like we don't have this habit of using credit cards here in China. And it's usually, I remember so vividly, it's usually, for example, we go to a restaurant and so all of a sudden like one of the 长辈, or one of those aunt or parents, they would take out the credit card and say, oh, let me use the credit card because I can get coupons, I can get like some points by using it, so let me use it. So they actually spend on credit cards on purpose to get those kind of coupons, right? That was pretty funny. Yeah. So people here don't have those kind of habits. So when I was in my senior high school and I heard those teachers said that in the US you must use credit cards to build a history, like you are forced to use to just borrow money to tell people that you're trustworthy and you pay back the loans on time. So they say like even you have enough money, you have enough cash, just don't use the cash, just use the credit card, and at the end of the month pay back the kind of credit using your cash so that you can build a very healthy kind of a credit history, something like that. The first time I hear that, I remember in my senior high school, I was like, what? That was so ridiculous. And then I realized that's actually true, especially when I started this live stream and so many Americans come in here and tell me, about this credit thing. About we had a lot of discussions around the credit system, right? So you guys have this kind of credit system, and ask you guys about what is a low credit score, what is a high credit score, things like that, etc. Right? So you guys also share a lot of with that. So isn't for cash back. Yeah, so the reason why I personally would use credit cards in Hong Kong, so I have like multiple credit cards in Hong Kong, is the reason behind that is they also have all sorts of kind of promotions. So, for example, one of those kind of credit cards I have is the Cathay Pacific So Cathay Pacific is a airline company. So somehow they have this credit card together with Standard Chartered, I think Standard Chartered. So Cathay Pacific together with Standard Chartered issued a credit card. So basically, if you own that credit card, you could just spend on this credit card, and they would give you back Cathay Pacific's points. And you could use that points to book airline tickets or hotels at a discount in the future, something like that. And I also have a Citibank's credit card. So that is like cashback, pure cashback. So no matter what thing you purchase, they would just give you, I think it's 2% cashback, something like that. Um, Something like that. Yeah. So that's the kind of credit cards. But once I return back to China, I don't have those habits. And also, credit card is how to say, like, one of the good things about getting back in China. So one of the good things about coming back to China is that it's so convenient everywhere. You basically just need to bring the phone, right? You don't need to bring a wallet where you have to place a lot of cards and cash in it. You just need a phone, and you can pay everything. So, well, I think like nowadays one of the good thing about like spending overseas or spending in places like Hong Kong, right, is that you have Apple Pay. So Apple Pay would also allow you to pay just using phone, but somehow it's linked to your credit card systems. So when you just tap the machine, you're using your phone, and so somehow the money is deducted from your credit cards. But the problem is that not every merchant has those kind of machines where allow you to use Apple Pay to pay directly using your credit cards. So I still have to make sure that every time I go out in Hong Kong, I have to bring a wallet where there are my physical credit cards and also cash. That is so not convenient. I am so used to the kind of life here in mainland China and Shanghai, where every single merchant here would have a credit card, would have a like paying machine. They basically a QR code, where by scanning the QR code, you could just pay using your phone. You wouldn't need to worry anything about going to a place, at least here in Shanghai, like just going to a place that you cannot pay using your phone. So that is like so convenient in here. And I also just really hated bringing some purse or extra thing together with me. And also maybe in the future, I'm also thinking about changing the lock of my home door into a fingerprint kind of lock, so that every time I just don't need to bring the key as well. Yeah, so that's so much more convenient. Yeah. QR codes are very reason for the US. So right now in the US, you guys can also pay using QR codes. I know, like I heard about like something called is it called Venom? Venom? Vamo? Fingerprint lock. Yeah, nowadays all those lock here in China is so advanced. Not only fingerprint. Fingerprint is pretty old fashioned. Right now it's about face recognition. You could just basically ask the camera to scan your face, and you can get into your home. And also the lock also has a camera. So instead of those cameras, instead of those, this is the what Pico, right? The Pico. So you could actually just look at them when you get inside your home. You could actually just look at the what is called the door lock, and then if someone is visiting you, you could actually the door lock has a camera that actually just show who's actually at the door. It's a lot safer. So there are a lot of fancy inventions around the lock. Yeah, I think the facial lock will be better and more secured instead. Depends. Well, some people are not comfortable with facial lock. Like for example, I am not, because somehow I just feel like the privacy issue. It's more around privacy issue, because your face information about your face is actually recorded and sent back to those kind of lock companies. So I prefer fingerprints. Yeah. Mhm. But it's best to set different fingerprints on it. So at online shop, uh-huh. I don't use QR code, just NFC. With PayPal, I can. That's it. Oh, okay. PayPal, yeah, QR code, yes. But PayPal charges a fee, right, my friend? PayPal charges a fee. Venmo. Oh yeah, Louis the Cat, you are right. Venmo. Yeah. So Venmo, PayPal, credit card. Well, PayPal is also linked to credit cards, right? So like for all American friends, when you guys go out and shop, what is the most popular payment you guys use? What is the most popular payment you guys use? Is it PayPal or Venmo or just physical credit cards? What is the most commonly used system? I remember when I was in the US in 2017, I remember with together with a bunch of also pretty young in their 20th, like I was also in my 20th, a bunch of um, colleagues, very young American colleagues together. A lot of them use Venmo, and they would also, for example, if we need to split the bill, we they would also say, "I just send to my Venmo, I'll pay," and everyone else just send to my Venmo, something like that. Yeah, Apple Pay I use. Okay, got it. Google Pay or PayPal. Okay, Apple Pay for me, either on my phone or watch. Yes, when I was in Hong Kong, I used Apple Pay, and also going abroad, I also use Apple Pay a lot. But sometimes Apple Pay doesn't work very well, I feel like. So, for example, I would not feel very safe just to bring out a phone. I for sure will make sure I have a credit card together with me in my purse. So, in case there's some place I couldn't use Apple Pay, I could still use my credit cards to pay, physical cards to pay. Yeah, because like from time to time, I would notice in some places like either they don't accept Apple Pay or they have Apple Pay, but somehow when you tap on the machine, it just doesn't work. Oh, Google has payment system? Yeah, they were talking about Google Pay. Wait, is Google Pay same as Apple Pay? It's more for Android phone, like Google Pay. Is Google Pay the same as Android Pay? As Apple Pay, but it's on Android phone. Could you also use Google Pay in your iPhone? In business aspect, tap and Apple Pay are a pain. What do you mean by business aspect? What do you mean by business aspect? I don't think so. Oh, I don't think so. Meaning like you don't think you could use Apple Pay in a Google Pay and iPay, no matter it's iPhone or Android phone, you could use both of them to pay. It can be used in iPhone, but Apple and Google is different. Ah, okay, got it, got it. Interesting, interesting. But what about online shopping? So, say for example, if you are now shopping in Amazon, like what are the payment system you guys would use? Like you guys would use what kind of payment system to pay for online shopping, like on Amazon or on other like e-shopping platform? Yeah. Yeah, tell me, my friends. Would love to know. Why is no one answering me this question? Yeah, especially for American friends, Western friends, I want to knowledge what is the kind of platform people would just normally go to for shopping in the US. Amazon credit card gives you 5% cash back. Wow, that is amazing. 5% cash back. That is a lot. 5% cash back. Wow, that is amazing. 5% cash back. That is a lot. I deposit in the bank and order from bank card. What do you mean? Talking about China, we're talking about the US, Mark. We're talking about the US. We're talking about Americans. I want to see like in the American, so what is the most popular shopping platforms? Where do you guys go and shop when it comes to like online shopping? Okay, online shopping, what is the kind of platform that you guys would go to shop most? Yeah, for Americans, American friends, yeah. Or like people who know about American market as well, right? So like what is the shopping platform you would go first? Canada has AliExpress. Okay. Nowadays, like nowadays here and they're in the US, like retailers have their own online platform. Oh, that is true. There are so many Amazon and Temu. Oh, okay. So Temu is also a big thing. Amazon and definitely Amazon. There are so many standalone websites as well, right? There are so many standalone websites there as well. Like just like Desma said, like those retail stores would also have their own websites, right? So I noticed one thing, which is like those standalone websites are also a big hit in the US. A lot of people would also shop in those standalone websites. You would just go to different websites to shop different things. Like Amazon is like a big department online department store where you could just shop for everything you want in there, right? So it appears that you guys, when it comes to shopping, you would first go to Amazon to check what are the stuff you want to shop, and then you would also just go to other standalone website. But for example, if you want to search for those standalone website, do you guys would actually use Google search to search for the products you want to buy? Won't me please if you haven't done so. Google will list the products, shops are the products available for pickup today. Oh, pickup today. Wait, what do you mean by pickup today? So you still have to go to the shop to like pick up, or you don't want things to be delivered to your home? Like here in China, we just love all the things to be delivered to home. So you still would go to those offline store, right? So you would actually Google search which store has the products you're looking for and just go there to buy, right? So those are still like offline store, right? Kroger is a grocery chain shop. Oh, okay. Yeah. Not for me, for Google search. Okay. Free delivery. We don't have Kroger in NC. What is NC? What is NC? Amazon 当日送达. Oh, okay. Or pick up at Amazon locations. Oh, okay, interesting. So there are some products that you could actually just purchase and pick up. Okay, so according to you guys, like if you want to buy something, you wouldn't just go to Google search, right? You would still just go to Amazon and search for the kind of stuff, right? Yeah, I saw a video with a remote control truck delivery groceries in China. Oh, North Carolina. Okay, got it. Wait, so people don't really use Google search to search for the products they want. The more popular kind of behavior is actually just go to Amazon to search for the kind of products people want, right? Okay, I'm asking this again. So I do want to know from all my American friends in here. If there are more other American friends in here, I do want you to guys do and really interact with me. So like if you are looking for something, do you actually just use Google search? 中国人，对中国人哈，讲一会儿中文你就能知道我是中国人了。这个中国话讲的比英国话溜哈。好，大家没有关注的关注一下哈，可以。今天我们在讨论因为我自己本身在创业，所以我现在在利用这个直播帮我做市场调研，因为我的直播间里面有非常的多的老外，所以尤其是美国人，所以我现在拿这个直播间在帮我做市场调研，大家都还挺积极的。OK，Yeah, guys, follow me please if you haven't done so. Search the online store. What do you mean by search the online store? Mhm. Wait, okay, someone just said HHH just said about eBay, right? I noticed nobody has mentioned anything about eBay nowadays. So eBay is not a big thing anymore, right? I remember before there was one time eBay was so popular that everyone, like here in China, we also have heard about eBay. But eBay is still a big thing here there in the US. Local chain store. Okay, let me see. It's how I direct old folks where to go as they are physical shoppers. Okay, uh-huh. What did Mark say that you're telling him that's where you direct all the old folks? What is the old folks? Let me see. Let me say. Let me say. I buy secondhand or antiques from eBay. Oh, okay. So that's where eBays are for. Oh, okay. Oh, eBay is big on scams. Wow. Okay. Or eBay is more like used stuff. Okay, got it. So eBay is more like our 闲鱼. Oh, got it. So here we also have those secondhand platform where people just sell their used stuff on those platforms, and other people would just come in and buy, and they sell like all sorts of stuff on those kind of platform. But also when it becomes like secondhand, there's also a lot of scams here as well. Uh huh. No talk，他的意思就是好像我们这边闲鱼上面也有很多东西卖的都是，就是他比如说他跟你说是卖这个的，其实不是的，就是都有很多骗子。闲鱼上面骗子超多的但是闲鱼上面就是各种各样的东西都有，各种各样的东西都有，还挺有意思的。Yeah, yeah, eBay 就是听上去他们的 eBay 基本上就是我们这边的闲鱼，所以当我跟你说在闲鱼上骗子很多，你应该就能够理解了，对吧？嗯。Also have Kijiji for second hand stuff. Facebook Market. Well, do people actually use Facebook Marketplace? Well, you're the very first one to mention about Facebook Marketplace, Steve. Nobody has mentioned about Facebook Marketplace before. You're the very first one to mention about it. But do people use Facebook Marketplace a lot? Yes, I do use it. Many people do. Kijiji 好像他说也是一个二手货的平台，可能跟那个也差不多吧。Uh-huh. For used things. Yeah. I have used Facebook to sell. Wait, so Facebook is more like secondhand or sold a washing machine through Facebook. Whoa, so Facebook is more like very similar like eBay, right? People just sell their own stuff. Might more like a secondhand place, like for Facebook, right? Because people in here are just basically not telling me they're buying on Facebook. They are selling on Facebook. Everyone is saying like, "Oh, I'm selling this on Facebook. I'm selling that on Facebook," rather than saying like, "Oh, I'm buying on Facebook." People use it all around the world, but I only sell brand new things, not used. Wait, why do you want to sell brand new things? Like, are you a manufacturer, so that's why you sell brand new things there? Or oh, you're saying like something you purchase at home, but you haven't really used it, so that's why you just sell it. You regretted purchasing it, so that's why you sell it to others, right? That's what you're saying. Facebook Marketplace. That's interesting. Facebook. Well, do you guys buy new stuff from Facebook Marketplace, or just used stuff? Like people, when people go there to buy, like do people buy used stuff or buy new stuff? People will find good deals and resell at higher cost. Oh, okay. Those kind of collections, for example, collection related stuff, right? I have also used Facebook Marketplace. I remember back then when I was planning to leaving Hong Kong, when I wanted to leave Hong Kong, so that's why I need to get rid of all the furnitures in my home. So Hong Kong was sort of just like the US. When you get rid of all the furnitures inside your home, you would also need to sort of pay money to get rid of the furniture. And like in here in China, you could just ask someone to recycle all those furnitures, and they need to pay you to get all the furnitures inside your home. But somehow in Hong Kong, they don't have those kind of business people. So if you want to get rid of all the furnitures in your home, you will have to just pay money to get rid of all those furnitures. So that's why I have no choice but to list all the kind of stuff on the internet, especially on there's two things. One is carousel. One is there's an app called carousel, and there's another thing that is Facebook Marketplace where I listed my stuff there and asked people, hey, do you guys want to buy it? It's only just 10% of the price I purchased, and it's only like I've only used for 1 year, and just feel free to take it. For I also remember back then, my bed, like when I sold my bed for free, I just said if you can just come get it, pick it up, you don't need to pay me anything. The bed is free for you, something like that. And to be honest, my bed is pretty good, pretty good. It's just like I'm in a big rush of leaving the city. I really need to get rid of all those furnitures in my home as soon as possible. So that's why I just ask people to come over and just pick it up. You have to pay for the logistic fee yourself, or if you can have you can find friends to come over and just get a bed, then go get it. I'm not charging anything. Yeah. But that's also the time that I use Facebook Marketplace to sell stuff. Yeah. hmm Craig's Craigslist is barely a step above the dark web. Oh, really? I also do cleaning services, upholstery, yard cleaning, high pressure, ozone steam. What do you mean? Let's see. Let's see. No one buy cars from Craigslist. I do retail source research videos, order clear from customer and resell. Retail source research videos, order clear from customer resale. Don't quite understand. Wait, retail source research. How should I make stop in your sentence? You're writing the sentence. I don't quite understand. I mean, I do retail source research videos. Is there supposed to be some comma in your sentence? Because I don't really I can't really understand this entire thing. Wait, I do retail source research videos, order clear from custom and resell. Source research, so they say what we call it 零元购. You pay for nothing to purchase the stuff there. And somehow all those security guards just allow you to do that, right? They just stand there and watch you just come into the store and get at all the things and rob everything and just go. we saw videos like that, right? Uh-huh. And then they start to resell those kind of stuff for cheap. Uh-huh. In the future, consider Mercado Libre if you want to enter the Latin America. Yeah, so TikTok Shop also opened Mexico's market, and somehow that is also a very big market. Mercado Libre. Mhm. What is so that is a platform or that is what? Okay, basically I order things to resell retail, but I do research on it first. Oh, okay. And then can you actually share how do you usually do the research? How do you do the research? Because I'm actually doing the research as well. So definitely need more advice when it comes to online research on the stuff. Yeah. Hmm. If you could share with me your knowledge about that. Hmm. Okay, guys. So 3 minutes to go. So 不忍机票了，我9点就结束了。不过谢谢你啊，春梅。Yeah, so guys, so today, you guys notice I have changed a new set of accessories. So for those of you who are interested, you could definitely go to my curation. So for example, this earring, the moment I wear it, a lot of people have already said that it's very beautiful. So I'm going to show you guys. This is a very pearl-like earring. This was on one is relatively cheap. So for yesterday and the day before yesterday, we were sharing about this earring that is of what color of the butterfly shape, right? So today this is a pro. This is like relatively cheaper than, well, actually a lot cheaper than the one I shared before, but that one I have to say is also very nice. And so for example, for this pair of earring, one of the great thing is that the kind of design is very unique. So it's like a pearl, but like somehow on the on the surface of this earring, you would notice that on the surface of the earring, they have done some what we call it how to say it in English. So somehow on the surface of the earrings, the surface is not like very smooth. They have done some special decoration onto the surface. So when you see it, it gives you the kind of glow like a pearl. Wearing a pearl necklace, and also this is a pretty nice pearl. So this is a large beads, and this is a smaller pearl. And if you look at those pearls, the color, the color, the color, the color. Yeah, brush texture. Yeah, thank you for reminding me how to say it. Yeah, so for this pearl necklace, without any words, you guys could already see the texture of it. Like pearl like earrings, texture of it. Like pearl like earrings, but with silky texture. So that's why pearl like earrings, but with silky texture. So that's why when you are in but with silky texture. So that's why when you are in different angles, especially under the sun, you will notice there with necklace and also earrings that just makes you look so elegant, especially for ladies after your age of 27, when you just want to people feel you're also smart and mature. Those are very good kind of accessories that you could buy. So if anyone of you guys are interested in those kind of necklaces, it's pretty cheap. When and also, if you guys could find those items in my curation, the price of them is actually with discounts. So can definitely go there and check. OK，在我的小清单里，大家可以去看一下哈，真的是非常好看，很好看。Okay, yeah, it's 9 o'clock today. Yes, time flies. And thank you so much, my friends, for coming to the live stream. Thank you so much for helping me with those. Yeah, pros are definitely a sign of class. So these are only, I think, $30, less than $30 each piece, less than $30. So not expensive at all. So definitely go check them out. Okay. Yeah, and my curation. If you guys still don't know how to check my curation, just go to my profile. You will see all the videos and swipe right, and you'll see the button called curation, and that's where you'll be able to find all the items in here. Yeah. So thank you so much, my friends, and thank you for coming, and thank you for helping me with all those kind of online research, marketing research. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you. Bye bye.